I'm Regina, and this is Harmonious Embrace. Welcome back to class 2 of our 4-class mini series on basic energy tools. Last week, we discussed grounding and how important that is for processing energy, being in your body, and being safe. And so I hope you have spent the week working with that, sensing what it feels like, maybe writing down how that benefited you in the day and the improvements you've seen in your life. Today we're going to be talking about protection. What is protection? Why do you need it? When do you use it? And all those good things. So, protection is a energetic barrier between you and other people's energies, between you and life. When we can sense other people's energies, it's a good time to use it. It's a good time to use it all the time. That's why it's a basic energy tool. So, if you are a person that senses other people's energy, which they call empathic, but I believe everybody is to a degree empathic. That's how we connect with others. You pick up on other people's energy. I think we all can say that we do that. You walk into a room, somebody's upset, you read their body language, and you just kind of know, yeah, they're grumpy. When you are in a environment in which you're around somebody who is upset, we can have a tendency to take on that energy. So it could be maybe a friend and you leave their house and you're like, I'm just grumpy now, or I'm upset. Or it could be just passing somebody on the street and then, a little bit a while later you realize, I just kind of feel grumpy and sad for no reason. And I felt great earlier. I have no reason to feel this way. Life's been amazing. That's because you picked up somebody else's stuff. So, like we had discussed earlier in the last class about grounding, and that helps release stuck stuff in your field into your grounding tube, having this bubble of protection around you helps like bounce some stuff off that doesn't get to be in your field. I feel like we have enough to deal with. Do we really need to deal with everybody else's energetic problems also? No, we don't. So, also protection's good for protecting us against cords, energetic cords. People cord, even if they have no idea what cording is. Cording is you throw an energy cord to somebody because you want more information. Maybe you're angry at them and you want them to feel your anger. Maybe you want, for them to come back and say something to you. So you throw a cord at them to try to get them to come over and say, "Oh, I'm sorry," or whatever. Cording isn't just you doing it, people can do it to you. So say you have a business meeting with a new client, you tell them what you're going to be doing, what's going on, and then they leave the meeting and they have more questions. And they're like, why? But I don't, Sometimes they can cord you because they want that information. They're confused. How do I get, they don't know they're courting you, but they can cord you. People that are mad at you can cord you. And what that does, any kind of that cording takes energy out of your field and can deplete you, can make you feel more tired, and it can cause holes in your aura for more stuff to come in that you don't really want. So just practicing protection itself will help with that. You can use it on your house, your kids, your car, your pets, anything you own, your spouse. You can't really use it on other people like you can grounding. You need their permission. And you can't use it on property and things that don't belong to you. If you know how to check in with your guides or muscle test, you can always muscle test to ask, like, is it the highest good that I put protection on this? If somebody asks for your help or says, I need your help protecting myself, or then you can help them. Protection you can use before you go to sleep if you're sensitive to things kind of coming in your room and popping their head in, or you feel, see shadows, feel dense energy, because you're probably sensitive and they're coming in to say hi. You have power over your space and can always ask those things to leave. If you're not of the highest vibration, love, and light, leave now. So you can put a bubble around your room, a bubble around yourself, a bubble around your bed, um, to protect yourself. And you can also help you sleep. So protection bubbles can be more than protection bubbles. You can infuse them with other qualities that you want in your field, such as abundance, health, ease, joy. They don't have to be strictly just for protection. So, let's get into actually learning how to do this. So, with anything, your intention creates. So, where you put your energy, there's the intention, there's the manifesting of it. So, I like to visualize a golden bubble around myself, and you can make it several different colors. I love the gold for the inside and then the violet color for the outside, because violet is a transformational frequency. It transforms negative into neutral or into positive. Um, it's high vibration and it's really cleansing. So I love to put the violet color. It's also, violet flame. If you want more information, you can just Google search violet flame and put that around your bubble. And I do my bubble in the morning because I just don't want to pick up on all the people's stuff in the day. And so I set my bubble, and I also put around my bubble, I want ease, I want joy, I want abundance. If you're, maybe dealing with negative people where you work or something, you can also maybe put a specific filter on your bubble to kind of detour those people. Like, oh, now I gotta deal with Joe. So you're like, okay, I asked for on my protection filter or protection bubble a filter to help really protect me against that person's energy today. And you could see a color. Maybe it's a specific color that you need to use in your bubble. But even just asking, you don't have to know that. Even just asking is the intention, and it's answered. So it's really fun, any of these energy tools, because you can get really creative. It's like a science experiment. I love being able to do science experiments. So you can make a bubble, do it with the purple. You can add stuff to it. You can make it a diamond, a crystal. You could, whatever shape. You could make it a Merkaba, which is two triangles together. Whatever resonates with you. So I would suggest too, if you are around lots of people, to redo your bubble later in the day when you're not around people anymore. You can blow it up, you can get rid of it, you can clean it, you can put more gold and purple around it. But another thing with protection bubbles and building your ability to sense and see energy is, which we will do in a minute, is we're going to see and sense if we can find holes or things thrown into our bubbles, and then be able to fix them and clean them. So right now I want you to relax and take a deep breath in and out. And I want you to check your grounding cord, that tube of light that goes from your hips all the way down to the middle of the earth. Good. And we're going to call forth a protection bubble, and it's going to cover us completely. It's going to be big. Our auras are going to fit in it too. And I'm going to do gold on the inside and purple on the outside. Good. Now, let's ask for a hole in your protection bubble. Okay? And now I want you to close your eyes and sense where that hole is in your protection bubble. I can feel it. My hole's right here in my protection bubble. It's okay if you can't see it. Maybe you can just kind of sense it, hear it, or maybe you feel like it just kind of feels different on one side of my body. Well, that's probably where the hole is. Or it feels cooler, or whatever that is. This is developing your senses of being able to experience this energy the way that it's the highest good for you. So we're going to fill that with the gold light again. We're going to fill all of that up. So now our protection bubble's whole. Very good. So throughout the day, when you're just living life, if you remember, and if you can try to do it, because the more you do this, the greater this muscle gets, and the more sensitive you're going to be able to detect holes and things in your protection bubble. So maybe halfway through the day, check in and sense, do I have any holes in my bubble? Does my bubble seem kind of weak on one side? Does it seem kind of wavy or jagged, a little worn out? And if it does, you can blow up your bubble and make a brand new one. Or you can try to add more energy to it. Fill it full gold light. Okay, I'm repairing it. I'm fixing it. It's gold light. I'm filling it all up. Good. And just pay attention. Does it feel different now that you fixed it? Oh yeah, I guess it felt kind of breezy. Like maybe the window was open. And now it feels closed off, like I'm in the car or something. So this is all what is your way of experiencing energy and experiencing your energetic body, because this is part of you. This isn't just the spiritual whatever that's distinct. This is with you all the time. This energy of your aura, your chakras, your being. So this is part of learning how to self-care. Take care of yourself. Brush your teeth. Take a shower. Protect yourself. Especially if you have people that aren't super high vibration or nice. They're just grumpy. Or I know for me, when my spouse starts getting grumpy and short-tempered because he's tired or whatever, I can feel it like that. I start getting short-tempered and tired, and I'm like, and then I'm like, whoa, I didn't feel like this a second ago. Oh, okay. So then I have to recheck my bubble and go, okay, I need a new bubble. All right, violet. I just love the violet flame. The violet flame color, I use it for everything. I could do a whole, I don't even know how many classes on the violet flame. And then you're like, okay, I feel better. Because part of that, not protecting ourselves in a way, we're giving our power away. Because we're allowing things to influence us that don't necessarily need to influence us and aren't necessarily for our highest good. So when we can control our energy and our bodies and our space, we're taking back our power and you're living your full potential. So I would suggest for this next week, keep practicing your grounding cord and work on this bubble. I use grounding on my children. I use the bubble and I use the violet flame. And every night before we go to bed and in the mornings, and I don't always remember, but I will verbalize it to them and be like, okay, what are we gonna do with the violet flame today? Like what color purple should we do? A tornado? Should we do rain? Should we do a waterfall? And they'll tell me. I'm like, okay, we'll see it washing through our body and our chakras. And then we do a golden bubble for protection. And then we ground or we go to bed or whatever, because we have more spiritual tools that we use in my house. But it's just nice to get that to be a routine. And if you're a parent and your children are younger and they don't understand it, I mean, my kids don't always want to brush their teeth, let alone try to do energy tools every day. So some days we do them all, and then sometimes I do them in my mind. I'm like, okay, ground my child, clean his energy. We're doing it all. We're riding in the car to the store. I'm just doing that because they're having a conversation about Pokemon or something. So try that protection. See how it works. Keep practicing sensing and feeling things. Use your grounding cord. Um, Change it when you feel ungrounded. Make a new one. And yeah, so join me for our next class, which is going to be on chakras and cleaning. It's just going to be kind of a short video. Chakras, there is a lot of information on chakras. There's lots of books on it. So I'm just going to kind of touch upon the basics for that. Follow me on my Instagram, which is Harmonious Embrace. I will post more videos and more updates when the next mini class is coming out. Leave a comment below about what you loved about this video, what you sensed, how it's helped you, and share it, because this is information we all need to know. We all would benefit greatly if we have this in our lives. And even if you have children and can start them off smaller using this. So thank you very much, and I will see you next time for our third class.